What's good with y'all, man? We back with another episode. Outside the Park podcast with the gang, man.
OTP.
OTP!
Hey.
Sorry we've been missing a few episodes, but we back on it. We at least giving one episode a week right now, you know what I'm saying? You can't say we ain't giving y'all something. So stay with us and we gonna get more consistent as we go. Alright, so let's start it off, boys. Tua's injury, bro.
Thursday night football.
I mean, what's your guys' reaction to that?
First reaction, he looked like he was knocked out, which is never a good sign. So that's never a good sign. Also, it was brought to my attention that he was already concussed 4 days prior on Sunday against the Bills. They still won the game, but Tua was concussed that game, and you could see in there's videos of him stumbling trying to get up. He didn't look good at all. So there was no type of concussion protocol taken here for this game, and this looks really bad on the Dolphins in my opinion.
Terrible.
Like the whole medical coaching staff, like it just looks bad on them. Like they put their franchise, quote unquote franchise quarterback right here in major jeopardy. So it doesn't look good at all. That was my first reaction. That did not look good at all, and hopefully he's all right though. We'll see. Hopefully he's all right.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I first seen it, like I was watching the game live, bro, it didn't even look like the hit was that hard. Like I just when he didn't get up, I was like, okay, like he just like, you know what I mean, like hurt, like he got the wind knocked out of him or something like that. But then like I saw his hand, I'm like, yo, did he fall on his hand? I'm like, yo,
is this shit broken?
I was like, yo, this nigga shit look deformed right now. And then I started like seeing like he wasn't moving, like he like, you know, usually when they're on the cart they get the thumbs up. When I didn't see the thumbs up on the cart, I'm like, oh no.
Oh man.
It must be something.
Nah, bro, it was so bad. I thought he broke his fingers, bro. That's what I thought it was. I thought all of his fingers were facing the wrong way, bro. Like,
no,
I'm sorry.
I'm over here like, oh, I'm gonna keep it PG, but no, that shit was damn.
Yeah, you guys might have heard me laughing a little bit, but that's just like how I take scary things, bro. Like I don't really think it's funny. Like it's pray for Tua, man. Like
our prayers up for Tua. Just
you know what I mean? That's just pray for Tua. But this is my reaction to it, bro. Mike McDaniel, former OC of the 49ers, bro.
You blame him?
Huh?
You blaming on him?
I mean, bro, he's the former OC of the 49ers. Where do you think he learned this shit from, bro? You just seen Kyle run Trey into the ground, and now you're letting this guy play off a fucking off a concussion. Everybody knew he got concussed on Sunday. They played it off like it was his ankle and his back. We all knew that was cap. And then you gonna bring him out 4 days later, and this is what happens. I mean, goddamn, bro. The Kyle Shanahan coaching tree needs to learn how to protect their quarterback. That's rule number 1 in the NFL. That's quite crazy to me.
Easy.
Also think about it real quick. Like we've seen people like who got hit way like less harder than he did, and they protocol took like 6 days. Like it was a game time decision for them. Like this dude was playing in 4 days.
He came back on the field on Sunday after stumbling. He did lead them to the win, but was it worth it?
Hey, after stumbling?
He came back in the second half.
Yeah.
Nah. I guess that.
Game. Like, where's the 7-day concussion protocol? Like, you know, he could have still been a game time decision 7 days from Sunday. We could have seen, you know, take it easy. Practice during the week. He could have still been a game time decision. Well, they played on Thursday night, but still, I still think it was a poor decision, very poor decision. Mike McDaniel, the young guy. I seen that watching the game that he was with Shanahan.
He was our OC last year.
Yeah, I seen that.
He is a brilliant coach, and kind of like Kyle, he knows how to draw up the plays really well. But it's like, bro, you got to get your head in the game sometimes and realize it's bigger than that.
So what do you think that you think they should have started Teddy Bridgewater from the jump?
You're 3-0, bro. I mean, you can risk one game playing your backup. Let your starting franchise QB get back to health.
But also, like, think about the division. Can they? They have the Bills. Like, you gotta really like think about it. Like, the Bills are not losing, bro. Like,
I mean,
like, you know, like you gotta really like win.
You got to make the playoffs first. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But here's the thing: they already beat the Bills, so they already have that one up in the division on them.
That's true. That's true. You can't take you. That's true.
Beat the Bills.
And Teddy Bridgewater came in the game and didn't look bad, to be honest. Like he could have started. Like, you know, if he was prepared. And this is him coming off the bench. You seen him? He was like, "Oh shit, here I go." Or, you know what I mean? So imagine if from Sunday right after the game, Tua, you're done. Here's your 7-day protocol. He's done. They have Thursday night football. Teddy Bridgewater, he's preparing for these 4 days to play. I think that the Dolphins would have had a better chance because you think they played great defense in the beginning towards halftime. So it was a good game, close game. Teddy Bridgewater came in and did his thing, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. But Teddy Bridgewater didn't look too bad. Like
he doesn't look too bad, but Tua is starting to come in.
Okay, so tell me this. Before Tua got hurt, did y'all think they were Super Bowl contenders?
No, I thought they were playoff contenders though.
Yeah, playoff.
So they were never Super Bowl contenders in your eyes, like even though they were 3-0.
Maybe
with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Hurts. I'm not gonna lie, that is a dangerous team, but I don't think that's possible.
I wasn't taking them completely serious yet, but they proved themselves for sure. But I mean, it's a long season. You know, some teams start off hot like this every year and go down. Yeah. You can't overreact to it. But now that Tua's out, I don't know if Bridgewater can lead them to the playoffs.
But you know, it's a scary thing going on right now too. Like this is like the first string quarterback that's got out since like it's a lot of quarterbacks going out right now. A lot.
Yeah, it is.
We don't even know what's like the diagnosis of Tua and how long he's gonna be out. So we'll see. But moving forward, if Teddy Bridgewater is the quarterback, how do you guys feel about the Dolphins knowing that Teddy Bridgewater is a quarterback? Do you guys still think that they're playoff? You know that they're a playoff team, or do they fall off significantly? What do y'all think?
The AFC is too stacked, bro. I don't know if they fall off significantly, but I do think that they take enough of a fall to where they might just miss the playoffs by a game, like 9-8, 10-7 range. 10-7 might not even be enough to make the playoffs in the AFC, to be honest. It's stacked over there.
Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully, Tua only misses a few games because I kind of like the Dolphins. Like, they're doing good. Like,
I fuck with the Dolphins too.
Like they're doing good. Like, they got a whole a new little scheme over there, offensive scheme. And it's looking good. Like, they throwing the ball. Like, if you their running backs ain't like, you know, they're nothing. Like, they got some good solid backs, but they don't have a superstar running back. You know, so they cater to their superstar wide receivers. So it's cool. It's a nice little fast offensive scheme. I'm messing with it, but I just don't know about Teddy Bridgewater. I think that they fall off significantly if Teddy Bridgewater has to be the quarterback for at least 5 weeks or more. Like, I think that's like the Dolphins making the playoffs is determined on how long Tua is going to be out. Because if he's out a couple weeks, I think Teddy Bridgewater can hold it down. We've seen him hold it down before. Remember when he played he was the Saints and he came in?
Yeah. He also a quarterback for I was just talking earlier about like it's like every team he plays, the nigga gets hurt.
Man,
yeah, the quarterback gets in, huh?
He always finds his way on the field.
The Broncos last year.
Oh, he was the Broncos too.
Yeah.
See, so every time he plays, he doesn't do too bad. Like, I feel like if they would have given him a chance to fully prepare for the 4 days, like it could have been a really close game too with Teddy Bridgewater. Like,
he's a good game manager. I don't think he will lose you the game. You know
Thank you for your support, Dot Slayer. I appreciate that.
He might throw a pick, but other than that,
yeah, he's solid.
He's a great mind.
I just don't know how good he can be. You know what I mean? He doesn't throw the greatest deep ball, and that's kind of what the Dolphins need with Tyreek and Jalen. True. But he could hold it. Like, if he starts like 3 to 4 weeks, I can see him going 2-2, 3-1 if he has to. But
yeah, keep them in playoff contention.
But over if Tua's out for the year, I don't know. I don't know how many games he wins. To be honest, I don't think they stay in playoff contention.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, that was a good game though. That game. But prayers up for Tua. Are y'all ready to move on?
Yes, sir. Like, you guys want to see what our predictions are this week? We about to go game by game.
Game by game. We got the sports book coming up. We about to break down our picks, what we think for our Sunday coming up.
Real quick, not really. I don't want to get into politics. You know what I mean? We keep this like a politics-free show. But if you live in California, please vote yes on Prop 27. You know what I mean? Be a real nigga. Let's
vote yes on Prop 27. Thank you, bro. We need every last vote. They're trying to go against us on these ads on sports channels. Like, bro, fuck them kids.
Imagine the content we could bring through with like our like sports betting, like our live reactions and things like that.
Exactly, bro.
Reactions with money, like, you know, we put our picks up. You know what I mean? Everybody knows what we got.
We tired of using fucking Bovada, bro. We want to get on FanDuel. We want to get on DraftKings, bro. We will. This podcast can be in a fucking warehouse, bro. All we need is FanDuel and DraftKings. Vote yes on Prop 27. You heard me? All right, let's get into it.
Let me talk about this first game. All right.
Is this a special game?
London.
Yes, it is. Yes,
it is. London or something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, London. I see it right here. Yeah.
6:30 a.m. this Sunday. Everybody better be up early, nigga. Up early. Now let me tell y'all something about this game. The Saints are going to win this game. The fact that they have the Vikings as favorites. I mean, I don't really see. I see why, because there's a lot of rumors that Jameis Winston might not play. A lot of rumors that Michael Thomas may not play. I do believe MT is playing. Now Jameis, however, he does have a hurt back. I think, personally, Andy Dalton might start the game. Am I concerned about that? No. Andy Dalton's a good quarterback right now. I think the Saints are going to win this game. But my key bet right now, and they're pushing it down, it's the under. This Saints defense is a number. I honestly think this Saints defense is the best defense in the league. And that's the only chance the Saints have at winning games, is playing good defense. Like, so there's no way. Like, the Saints are not scoring over 20. I don't think they're going to score over 24 points. I genuinely don't think they're going to score. Like, 24 is fucking the ceiling right now. The ceiling, like. So trust. Like, I think definitely the under in this game is almost guaranteed. With this high, trust. Like, if you're the under in this game, if you don't want to pick a side, if you're scared to pick a side, the under, bro. Under is guaranteed, man. I'm gonna say that right now, bro. If you want money, take the under, bro.
All right, you see me. I'm on the complete opposite wave as this man. So, I do think that the Saints defense is solid, but I still think the Vikings are a team that can just pop off on any given moment, and I think this is a week that they pop off. Jay Jettis has been kind of slow the last 2 weeks. He's not going to be going slow forever. You know what I mean? Yes. I think he can take any corner in the league, except Jeff Okudah. But you got to think too, the Vikings are getting some new blood in at running back. I think Dalvin Cook has kind of been holding him back the last few weeks. He's looked a little bit old and washed. Madison is coming in. If he's on your waiver wire right now, I say pick him up immediately, because I think he's due for a big game. Every time he comes in, he does good, and I think he can actually steal the starting job this week. So you're going to see a lot of Alexander Madison. You're going to see a lot of Jay Jettis. And the Vikings defense is still trash, though. And I think the Saints could build offensive momentum this week. And because for some reason, I do see it being a little bit of a blowout this week. Like, I think the Vikings are going to score from 35 to 42 this week. And the Saints are going to have like around 20, 21 to 24. But yeah, I mean, give me the Vikings. I would take the spread too, -3 easily, and then the over 43.5. I see this being a pretty high scoring game for London.
Okay, I'm gonna have to agree with Brother Lou in what he said in the beginning. I could care less who wins this game. The main thing that caught my eye was the under. every time I feel like I watch a London game these past couple years, it's hella early in the morning. It's a low scoring game. Nobody's really watching. My prediction. This game is gonna be determined no more than one possession. I think I'm calling I think if I had to guess, if I really had to guess who I think's gonna win, I think the Vikings are gonna pull it out. But I have to give them 24 points maybe, and I'm gonna give the Vikings 17. It's gonna be a game like that. It's gonna come down to a fourth quarter. It's gonna be slightly dramatic in the UK. I'm not expecting a blowout. And I think that the Saints defense, is Alvin Kamara gonna play? That's just another the Saints is stacking injuries. And I think the Vikings are just gonna cruise along. They're gonna keep their foot nice and steady on the gas pedal the whole game. And I don't think there's room for a blowout in the UK at 6:30 in the morning our time.
Oh yeah, that's also what I was gonna say too. I think Andy Dalton is gonna have a big effect on this game too. If you ever watch Andy Dalton, he's not a game manager. He doesn't fit the Saints offense completely the best. But I think Chris Olave gets a lot of touches this week down the field. And I don't see AK doing too much this week. I think he gets involved in the running game, but not receiving wise. And I think that's going to be a part of the game too. I think Andy Dalton has some turnovers that leads to Vikings good field position and scoring more points for them. While we're on this topic though, Money Deal had a question in chat. This question doesn't make the most sense since we're only in week 4, but he's asking, do we think that Jameis is ready for the playoffs?
Well, at the current moment, no.
Jameis is currently hurt right now, so I mean Jameis is ready for week 4. You know what I mean? He's not ready to be he's not ready for week 4 yet, Money Dealer. But I mean, he's getting ready, and that's why you can ask. That's why you can ask for any quarterback right now. Week 4 is just hopefully he's learning. You know what I mean? Hopefully he's just taking in everything, studying. Studying is most important right now. As long as you can get comfortable in your offense, I feel like there's really no defense. There's gonna be tough defenses out there, but if you understand your offense and is completely confident in your offense, hey man, I feel like there's nobody can stop you, bro. And I feel like he's getting there. He's getting there, bro.
Yeah, me personally, I don't know if he's ready for the playoffs. He's never made the playoffs before. He might not make it this year. He's the only quarterback in his division who actually hasn't had a snap in a playoff game before. So I mean, I pretty much I couldn't tell you, bro. Is he ready for the regular season? That has to be the real question first. So, yeah, more or less, no, he's not ready for any playoff runs anytime soon. So, all right, you guys ready to move on to the next game?
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills and Baltimore Ravens. Ooh.
America's game is always at 1:00, right?
Yes, but this is looking like it's the game of the week right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
A playoff matchup.
All right, off rip. It's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be a shootout. Lamar Jackson looking like the best player in the league. I don't think there's really any defense that could contain him to an extent to where he's scoring anything from 14 to 21 points. I think he's going to be past that. I also think the same way about the Bills. So I like the over on this. 51 is the over, and I like the over. But I don't want to pick who's going to win. But as a Ravens fan, I want to see the Ravens win. But that's my pick. I got the over. 51 and a half. 51 and a half.
Okay. For me, this is a tough game because Lamar is on MVP status right now. He's as hot as he's ever been before. But the Bills are also the most talented team in the NFL. So this is about to be the game of the year so far. I agree with Ian. This is about to be a high-scoring, high-flying game right now. Mark Andrews is going to catch a lot. Stephon Diggs is going to catch a lot. What I think the difference will be is if the Ravens can get the run game going, keep Josh Allen off the field as long as possible. I think J.K. Dobbins is coming back. He came back last week, but I think he's going to be more in the game plan this week, right? So if they can get him going a little bit, I think that the Ravens will be able to win, but I don't know if that's something you can put your money on. So I mean, me personally, I know the Bills folded last week, but anytime you see a -3 by the Bills, I feel like you gotta take that. Three points for the Bills. They can either blow a team out or win by a field goal. I don't know. Josh Allen's clutch. I think the Bills got it. I'll take the -3 and the over 51.
Ooh, but I'm not gonna lie, these are some hot takes by both of y'all, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. With these totals, I usually don't play totals. I'm not usually a totals guy, so I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. I'm picking a side in this game, and I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens +3. You know what I mean? Because Lamar is just playing at a level I've never seen him play before. You know, I would take the Ravens straight up to win, but the Bills team is dangerous, like you said. But one thing about the Bills, who did they just lose? A key player? Was it Micah?
They did lose my guide for the season.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like that's a tough blow, dude. Like the Bills, like, you know what I mean? I feel like they're still gonna be a great team, but losing a defensive player like that, a captain, you know what I mean? Micah Hyde is just that he's a leader in that locker room. It's just losing players like that, dude. That's detrimental for sure. Like the Ravens, they're coming in here with all the momentum. Like, I just honestly think like the Ravens, like they won games, they lost games. I just think like this season, like I don't know. It just seems like this is theirs. You know what I mean? Like it's just theirs for the taking right now. Like honestly, like the AFC just looks like it's like every other AFC team, like the Chiefs or the Bills, or like, you know what I mean? They're all in like crazy divisions. So I just feel like Ravens in the crazy division too. I ain't gonna lie, but the Ravens, I just feel like they could thug it out this year, bro. I like Lamar. I like this Ravens team. I like them against this Bills, bro. I like this offense. I like the offense. Lamar's got this +3, bro. That's my pick for that.
Yup.
Okay. Can we move on to the next game? I don't think we need to take too long on this game.
Yeah.
Chicago Bears and New York Giants. I mean, who would I take in this game? Probably the Giants, but would I ever put my money on a game like this where nobody really gives a fuck? No, I wouldn't. I would stay away from this if I were you guys, but just for purposes of fun, I'll say the Giants win, and I wouldn't even take the -3, -160.
For me, it's I'm liking the Giants too. I'm liking the Giants too, and I'm like I said, like Mike, I wouldn't touch this game either. The only thing I'm feeling right now is the Giants -3. They just came off that loss. I think Saquon Barkley's looking like one of the best running backs. So I think he's due for another good week against the Bears defense. I like the Giants -3. The Giants -3 this week against the Bears at home.
I'm looking at this over, because both these defenses, like, I mean, I don't trust neither one of them. So I look at this over. You know what I mean? Like, even though. Yeah. At the same time, I wouldn't touch this shit at all. Skip this shit.
I was thinking the over too, but it's like I don't really trust the offenses.
I don't know what the fuck to trust from that team. That's what
I was thinking. That's what was straying me away from saying like an over or under. I don't trust the offense. Like at 39.5, my first instinct was under, but I don't know. I'm not gonna touch that. The only thing I would mess with -3 New York Giants.
If the Giants win this game, they're 3-1 too. Probably the biggest pretenders in the league by far. Yep. If they get to 3-1 after this, so
that's also why I'm picking them. They're gonna get their wins out. They're gonna get their wins out now, and then I feel like they're gonna gradually fall off. I don't think Daniel Jones was made for the playoffs. So
yeah,
or even a playoff run. So.
All right, next game: Cleveland Browns and Atlanta Falcons. It's two mid-ass teams.
Yep.
I'm taking Browns. I'm giving a buck on the sidewalk. I'm taking Browns, bro.
Browns, bro. You like the Browns 120, or with the points, or.
I mean, I'm just the same shit. I mean, to be honest, like I would just take it.
Yeah, it's pretty much even at a point. Yep. I could agree
You
with
might
that.
actually be able to if you really want to get the most bang for your buck, if you wait till kickoff and Falcons win the head or the flip or whatever, you really bet them live ML if they get like a first down because the rounds are gonna go right back down like that. You know what I mean? Like all you gotta do is just wait for some shit like that to happen, like, and you can get some plus money with that. But I mean, I'm taking the Browns, me personally. I don't. But at the same time, I wouldn't touch this shit. I'm not betting on this game, me personally. But if I had to, I'm taking Browns.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say on this either. I'll also take the Browns just because they're a run game, but who knows for real how it's Atlanta's at home. Maybe they get a little bit of boost, but besides that, who cares? Give me the Browns.
Yeah, I'm feeling the Browns too, but confidently across all three, I could say I'm liking the Browns at minus 1 point. I'm also liking them at minus 120, and I'm also liking the over. I'm liking the over this game.
Mm.
I'm liking the over across all three. I'm confident about those ones.
Browns defense hasn't been as good as they look on paper.
Yeah. So yeah, and then so the Falcons too. Their offense has been like subpar. So I'm feeling like they're ready to come out, especially at home. Like this is a good matchup for the both of these teams. Like I feel like this is really gonna bring the potential out of both these teams. It's gonna be a good hard fought game because who wants to lose to the other? So I think they're gonna really duke it out. You know what I mean?
I feel that. All right, let's move on. Those are two shit games, but this game right here is interesting. Jacksonville and Philadelphia. What you guys thinking?
Ooh, that's tough. Honestly, this is besides the 10 a.m. to this can't be game of the week either. But this is also a good game. I feel like I'm gonna have to have Red Zone. I'm gonna have to have this game on the Jaguars and the Ravens. So I think that's gonna be my setup Sunday morning. I have my eye on this game. I'm not gonna touch the Eagles, or the Jacksonville Jaguars with the points. But if I really had to choose, I know this ain't good money, but I like the Eagles. So if I had to bet, I'm taking the minus 275. The Eagles minus 275.
I'm not gonna lie. If I had to bet, I'm taking the Jaguars plus 6.5, bro. I mean, honestly, dude, like the Eagles are the most hyped up. You know what I mean? Like their value is the highest it could be. I'm not gonna lie. Jaguars are coming off that big win though. They just beat who they just beat? That was a big opponent. I feel like
Chargers.
the Chargers. Yeah, that was crazy. They did just beat the Chargers, but I think the Jaguars. I'm not gonna lie. I'm liking Trevor Lawrence. I wasn't a big fan of him at first, but he's coming around, dude. He's that Jaguars offense. You know what I mean? Like they're getting a little rhythm going. I'm taking that plus 6.5. You know what I mean? I think the Eagles will have a little bit of a they're probably overlooking these guys or something like that. I think the Jags are gonna come out to play, bro.
Yeah. Well, let me add real quick. Lou brings up a great point. The Jags are gonna come to play. The Eagles are already coming to play. So I also like the over 45.5. I also like the over in this game. I feel like both offenses. I feel like Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars are coming to show something, but the Eagles are coming to prove something. Like, hey, we're among the top 3 in the league. You know what I mean? While Jacksonville, they're still getting their feet. Still getting their feet under them, but they're definitely making improvements. And every week you could see it. And this season is by far like the biggest progress they've made in years. So I think
Jaguars.
The Jaguars is coming to show something, but the Eagles are coming to prove something. Like they're the best among the best team, if not the best team in the league. So I like the over 45.5. A lot of points from the Eagles, and I see a lot of points coming from the Jaguars too.
All right, so this right here, this might be my lock of the week right here, bro. Give me the Eagles minus 6.5. I'm a huge Trevor Lawrence fan, bro. I really do love the guy, but I don't think that he's ready to be like a real playoff contender just yet. And I think they're going to go back down to 500 right now. So what I'm thinking is Trevor Lawrence just won his first road game last week. He got smoked. Oh, actually, they're not even 2-1. They're 1-2 right now. He got beat by the Commanders week 1 in Washington. So I mean, going on the road again to Philly. Give me Philly. I think they're actually really legit team. Jalen Hurts is like that, my boy, and AJ Brown. I think it's just too much for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think the Eagles come out minus 6.5. lock it in. I think the Jaguars are a little bit overrated for a 1-2 team right now. So yeah, give me the Eagles.
Yeah.
All right, we ready to move on to the next game?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Chargers and Texans. Chargers -5.
First question is Herbert playing? Is he fine? Is he good to go?
I think he's playing. He played last week. I didn't seem like he got injured again.
Yeah. Joey Bosa goes on IR.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, this is pretty simple. Give me the Chargers -5. I wouldn't touch the total. Who knows what the Texans are going to do on offense? I say the Chargers blow them out. Finally prove something out here.
Yeah, this would be like one of the big upset of the week if the Texans pull this off. I don't think they are. I could agree with Michael. I got the Chargers -5. I got the Chargers -5.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go with y'all, bro. I'm gonna have to take Chargers -5 as well, bro. I mean, it's just like Chargers, even without Justin Herbert, I feel like are just a more talented, more structured team, bro. I'm gonna have to go with Chargers -5 as well, bro.
See, this sounds like a trap game though. Does it not? We all say it. You look at the -5, you're like, that's easy. You know what I mean?
That was wild.
Texans are weak. We all said that, no hezzy.
But you gotta also think about it. We are kind of late with the odds, so it might have been like -3 at first, and now it's like a bad number at 5. So who knows? You might be late with the number a little bit, but I still just think Chargers just a better team.
You kind of gotta take the -5, but
yeah.
I would probably stay away from this game. It's looking it just looks too good to be true.
Too easy. It's way too easy.
Way too easy. Like Vegas knows something on this one. I don't know what it is, but it seems like they know something.
Kind of what it was today. Like it was like the Dolphins are undefeated with +4. Like that just seemed like damn. Like I don't know. Like who wouldn't take an undefeated team with 4 points? Like this. Like come on now. That just felt like a trap to me, bro.
Yeah.
They set it up. Are you ready to move on to this next game? Another shit game.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna.
Jets and Steelers.
I'm taking the superior team. -3. I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers -3. I'm also confident that Steelers -175. That's something I would do too. But yeah, I'm feeling Pittsburgh. Even though Trubisky ain't nothing special, like I just like the coaching. I like the coaching of Pittsburgh, and their run game is solid. So Pittsburgh with the -3. Pittsburgh -3. Easy one for me.
So I'm looking up if Zach Wilson is returning yet. He's starting this week against the Steelers. Zach Wilson. Does that change your pick at all?
Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers -3, even fucking more.
Jesus. Zach Wilson is my boy.
That even makes my Pittsburgh, which I would never do, but this makes my Pittsburgh -175 even more confident if fucking Zach Wilson's on the field. Pittsburgh Steelers -175 with or without what's his name on the field.
See me, I think Joe Flacco is so shit, and I think the Jets aren't the worst. This might be another trap game, bro. Zach Wilson is coming off a hot offseason right now. Fucking MILFs back to back, bro. He's coming in confident as possible. Like, I don't know, bro. I would stay away from this game, but I mean, fucking MILFs back to back. You know how much confidence that gives you as like a 21, 22-year-old dude, bro? Like, it's a lot of confidence. I don't know, bro. This is tough.
I don't see that.
To give you my insight, bro, on what I'm thinking on this game, just to make a pick for the fuck of it, bro, because I really don't know who's going to win. Give me the Jets, bro. Fucking MILFs all summer, man.
I'm not betting this shit, so we can go to the next one. I'm not even going to even give y'all. I'm not going to waste y'all money with that one.
Seahawks and Lions.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to start with this real quick. Lions run game. Everybody knows it. Best in the league right now. These niggas are tied with Lamar for the most touchdowns. Or does Lamar have more? Does Lamar have more touchdowns than the fucking NFL team?
He does have more touchdowns than a lot of NFL teams.
Yeah.
I think 31. I think 31.
He doesn't have more touchdowns than the whole Lions team right now, though. I know that the Lions they're good. They put up a lot of points. They're the favorites. When's the last time you seen the Lions as a favorite?
It's been some years.
Oh yeah, true. Who'd they play last week? The Commanders. We didn't do that on here. But yeah, it's a minute since I've seen the Lions.
Their running game is just crazy.
The running game's crazy, and so is they're throwing the ball effectively. What's his name? Amon-Ra St. Brown is one of the best receivers in the league right now. He can't be stopped.
Amon-Ra is like that.
Honestly, Seattle, I'm not liking what I'm seeing from them. I'm taking the Lions -4 at home. I'm telling you, the Lions ain't too bad this year. A major question though is DeAndre Swift and St. Brown are questionable, so that changes everything if they don't play. But I think they're gonna play, so I like the Lions -4 in this one.
Yeah, give me the Lions -4 too. I don't think Seattle can keep up with their offense at all. I see the Lions putting up close to 30 points around there. I see the Seahawks not being able to put up more than 17. That's simple. I think the -4 is easy. Easy peasy.
I'm not gonna lie. If I had to pick a thing in this game, I'm picking the under low key because I feel like both these teams, like I mean, y'all did say Lamar St. Brown. I mean, maybe he's really that guy. But I think both these passing offense. Like I don't think it's gonna be a shootout at all. I think if they do score, it's gonna be like slow or just like.
The Lions put up points, boy.
Huh?
The Lions put up points.
I don't know, bro. I think it's gonna be like a kind of game. I think it's gonna be like a kind of game, me personally. I don't think it's gonna be like a high scoring shootout. Not these two teams.
So you got the under.
Yeah,
I think Jared Goff is underrated to me.
Yeah, not too bad. He's slinging it.
Yeah, he slings that bitch for sure. Hey. All right, next game, Tennessee and Indianapolis. I'll give you guys my pick. Tennessee +3.5. I think that one's pretty simple to me. Derrick Henry, he's gonna start going off this week. It's looking like to me, and I think he usually does best against division opponents. So I just see him running for 150 yards, maybe even more than that, and just going off on the Colts and carrying the team on his back.
You know, I'm going to have to agree. I'm going to have to take the Titans, and here's why. I genuinely don't think the Colts are ready for any type of playoff run. And they're coming off such a high last week, knocking off the Chiefs. I just don't see the Colts, because if they win, then they're like showing them, hey, we're really about something. Even though it's the Titans at 1-3, I like the Titans with the points. I like the Titans with the points, and also +160. That don't look too bad to me at all against the Colts. They're riding a high. They were partying that Sunday night. Like I don't think the Colts are built for a playoff run, and I feel like I don't think they're gonna be building momentum at all. I think they're gonna be real stagnant, like on and off. They're gonna be an on and off team. So this is gonna be one of their off weeks because they just came off such a high last week, being the Chiefs. That was a good game, though.
Man, another thing too, I just think the Chiefs are overrated too, bro. And I don't think you should take that win as them being that good. I think it's two mid teams going at it, and the Colts somehow beat them. So yeah, I think that was a good point though. They probably are on a high.
Also, Jonathan Taylor's questionable. They say he missed his first practice ever. Like he ain't never missed practice. So
I have heard about that. It's a 900-day streak or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Damn.
Perfect attendance. So if he doesn't play, that's obviously a huge factor, which makes me like Tennessee plus with the points even more. So Tennessee +3.5. I like the points. +3.5. That's a good number to have.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm betting this game, I'm taking the Colts, bro. Just cause, bro, I would rather have Matt Ryan as my quarterback than Ryan Tannehill. You know what I mean? Like, I just think just that alone is going to win the Colts this game. I just think Matt Ryan, even though Ryan Tannehill is technically a veteran, that nigga is a veteran ass player. You know what I mean? I don't think Ryan Tannehill is going to. You know what I mean? I don't think he's scaring anybody. Matt Ryan, in his prime, Matt Ryan was a dog. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
no Matt Ryan is like Matt Ryan. That name know what I mean? That holds weight. You know what I mean? I think Matt Ryan's gonna win this game because I think it's gonna be one of those lookout games. You know what I mean? Watch out for the Colts type of games. Like we're still here type of shit. That's what I think it's gonna be.
I was just about to say, I think Matt Ryan's so shit now, and I think he's like washed as fuck. I think he's so washed. Like I was just about to say that, bro, and that's like a main reason I would never bet on the Colts.
Now look, he definitely is nowhere near Matt Ryan. You know what I mean? Like he's not Atlanta Matt Ryan, but he's not. I think he's still better right than him. I think he's better right than him right now today.
Hell no, I don't know.
I think Matt Ryan is one of the worst quarterbacks in the league right now, but I guess we'll see this weekend, bro. I think Jared Goff is way better than Matt Ryan.
Okay, no, that's just not.
Hell yeah.
Way better.
That's a little fact right now.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's blasphemy.
I can't.
That's a little fact.
Blasphemy.
I mean, this isn't Matty Ice no more, bro. This is fucking.
It could have been anyone, really.
I mean, what about Baker? Like that's Matt Ryan's level, like Baker.
Okay, now that's a little tough. Now that's a tougher.
You know what I mean? That's his level, bro. Like Carson Wentz. When I talk about Washington, bro, the same level.
Matt Ryan did tie the Texans and get blown the fuck out by the Jaguars. That's some crazy stats. Chiefs win. That's gonna start something. The Rock's gonna turn over and the ball's gonna start rolling. I think they're going like a little win streak. I think they're going like a little four.
Oh wow. Okay, we have some rookie bettors right now asking what's plus and minus. Lewis, do you want to explain that?
What comment? Really? All right. Well. All right. Well, let's try. Okay. Well, let's break it down. All right. Let's talk about Washington at Dallas. So there's 3 columns, as you can see. So therefore there are 3 different bets you could place. So the first one is the plus and minus 3,
aka the spread. It's called the spread.
The spread, correct? Right. So the odds of this game, what they're basically saying is +3. Before the game even starts, the Washington Commanders have 3 points. And in order to win your bet, if you place down Washington +3, then that means Washington has to win the game, or they could lose. But if they lose by less than 3, then they still win, because they already have the imaginary 3 points from before the game even starts.
Yep.
So Washington could lose, but not by more than 3 points.
So if you're betting on this site specifically, I don't know what sites might be doing different, like the cards do it different, but on this site specifically, like let's say you parlay, then even if they do lose by 3, they get that 3rd point, and that counts as a win on your parlay. But let's say that the only bet that you have for that bet specifically is the Commanders +3. If they lose by 3, then you just get your money back and it's a tie. And the only way you could win is if it's 2-1 or they win.
And the parlay is a chain of bets. It's like 2 or 3 or more bets, and they all have to hit. If even one bet on your parlay misses on your list, and it's done for it. It has to be a nice, perfect list. But yeah, that's the short gist of it. It's plus and minus points.
There you go, Thought Slayer. All right, so what do you guys think about this game, Washington and Cowboys?
I like Washington plus with the points. I like Washington with the points. And honestly, I don't even like the Cowboys this week at all. I could feel like Washington's going to come in. The Washington lost last week. I think they're going to come back and win on the Cowboys. I like Washington plus 145 too. I like Washington with the points and plus 145 this week against the Cowboys. Cooper Rush. I don't think he's built to go on a win streak in the NFL.
Yeah.
Especially at home. You know how the Cowboys be disappointing their fans at home.
God damn. Give me the Cowboys, man. I mean, it's only my... Give me the Cowboys, man. I'm taking my Cowboys. No, it's not my Cowboys. I'm taking the Cowboys.
I wouldn't touch this game, me personally. Would I ever put my money on Carson Wentz? Fuck no. That nigga's lost me money too many times. Never again. Would I ever put my money on Cooper Rush? I don't know. I haven't seen enough out of him. So, me personally, I'm going to stay away from this game, but I like the under. 2 shit quarterbacks. 41 isn't a high number, but the Cowboys haven't been putting up a lot of points in their wins. So, yeah, give me the under. I don't suggest you have this game on TV, though. It's not going to be an entertaining one. A lot of interceptions are going to happen. All right, let's move on to the 1 o'clock games. Some of the best teams play at 1 o'clock every week. Arizona and Carolina.
Arizona and Carolina.
Wow, they got it even. So is Arizona like falling?
I'm taking Arizona. I don't know how the fuck they have Carolina favored. Baker Mayfield.
I know. Am I missing something?
Like when I say he got a lucky win against the Saints, I mean, if they're hyping up that win against the Saints that much, they're gonna be in for a rude. Unfortunately, the Packers are ass. That was a fluke of a win. The Saints were just very just discombobulated. Trust me. Like I like did Kyler Murray disappear? Like what's going on?
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up their injury report. It's not like they have. Oh, they do have a few injuries. Rodney Hudson, their starting center, a starting guard, J.J. Watt, A.J. Green, James Conner. So it is a few injuries this week.
Hollywood playing?
Hollywood is playing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's the thing. They're strong at the receiver position. Kyler Murray could throw the deep ball. I like the Cardinals +1. I like the Cardinals +1. Yeah, with the points. I don't like Carolina at all. I like Arizona with the points. Yeah, it's a nice even. They got it so even. Like, it's basically like a pick 'em, really.
It is. Yeah, I would also say give me Arizona money line. I mean, not really much has to be said. Baker versus Kyler is like the easiest way I can sum it up for you. Kyler's just that much better. I mean, even with AJ Green and Rondale Moore being out, I would still say like Kyler can use his legs and improvise enough. They still have Zach Ertz. They still got Marquise Brown. I think they have enough to win the game. Give me the Arizona Cardinals.
This is the boldest take from this game. I would probably take, if I had to, the over. I'll take the over in this one. That's a bold one that not a lot of people are probably thinking. I don't know. I'm just feeling the over. I feel like Kyler Murray throwing the ball deep. The Panthers aren't that bad at scoring.
Yeah,
they can put points on the board.
Two quarterbacks who like take a lot of risks too. Like I can see there being some turnovers, and that can lead to some easy points for teams.
Yeah, I could also see that some big risks paying off, like some deep balls from Kyler Murray. I see that shit. I can see that happening. So.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, Arizona. I think we all agree on that one. Next game, Denver and the Raiders. An interesting spread right here.
Yeah, 2.5.
Real interesting.
Raiders haven't got a win, bro.
Yeah, they suck.
This has to be the most disappointing of the decade so far. Has to be. I mean, shit. I mean, bro, what the fuck? They have one of the best stadiums in the league. I mean, they did lose their coach though. I mean, they did play the team with John Gruden. So I guess like this might not be what they had in mind, but still, like, it's one of the most disappointing teams I've ever seen, bro. Like, ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
So who you taking, Broncos? Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm touching this shit. I don't know, cool, because I don't like Russell Wilson anymore. I'm damn sure I don't like the Raiders right now. I'm not touching this game. I'm not touching this game with a stick.
Give me Denver.
I like Denver too.
I mean, I feel like Russell Wilson did struggle offensively last week, but I think he figured something out on that last drive. Like, he just said, fuck it. He cut the strings and just started doing his own thing. Started improvising, making big plays. I think he's going to take that momentum into week 4 and just kind of dice up the Raiders for I don't think they should be favored against a lot of teams, especially a team as stacked as the Broncos. So I actually love the money line on the Broncos this week. I would say lock that in.
Just to win the game.
I would say lock that in. I wouldn't touch the total though.
Dang, the Raiders to go 0-4 at home. That's one of the most disappointing teams. I have that too, to be honest. I'll take, but give me the Denver with the points too. But I'm confident in 125 as well. Give me Denver with the points, and also I'll take over under 45 points. That's tough. I'm gonna have to go over on this one. I feel like it's gonna be a closer game. Denver's gonna edge out the win. By like a touchdown or two. Like when it's all said and done, it's not gonna be that close. But I feel like the Raiders are gonna stay in the game the whole game, all 4 quarters. They could be trailing all 4 quarters, but they're gonna stay in the game. Give me the over. Yeah, give me the over in this one. It was a slow, and Denver played very, very slow. This past Sunday night against the Niners. So I expect them to pick it up, and they're gonna match the Raiders. I think the Raiders are gonna come out flying this week because who wants to go 0-4 really? So.
All right, let's move on. New England and Green Bay. So I will say that this started at an 11-point spread and it moved towards the Patriots.
Well, Mac Jones for sure ain't playing. So who's the quarterback of the Patriots right now?
Some shitter, bro. I don't even know his name. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I saw him come on the field, I was so confused. Yeah, I really wouldn't touch this game because Green Bay's defense is good. New England, I don't know. Bill Belichick might figure Aaron out a little bit, but I don't see Green Bay ever having a chance of losing this game. If I would have to choose, unless I had like a big parlay and threw in the Packers minus 500, or I teased the Packers down, I would stay away from this.
Honestly, bro, these are the games that Aaron Rodgers loves, like games where it's not all the spotlights on him. He could kind of just like be in the background. I feel like these are the type of games where it's just like Packers just, blow a team out. But like you said, this is Bill Belichick. This is not a regular Vikings or something like that. This is not a regular team, but I think this is one of those games where Aaron Rodgers, it's vintage Aaron Rodgers, you know what I mean? I think he's going to just do him this game. I would take the minus 9.5, even though it's a big point spread. I would.
I feel like this is one of the few games on Sunday that I would stay away from. I'd stay away from the most, just because the major point spread, and you just right now this season, I'm just so unsure about Green Bay. I'm just so unsure about if they're gonna go on a playoff run. I know they have Aaron Rodgers. Like I know if worst comes to worst, they could squeak in a wild card spot, but overly dominating their division, I just feel like they don't have it, and overly dominating the Patriots over 9.5. I'm not confident. I would stay away from this game, but if I had to choose, I'd still have to take. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to stay away from this one. I'd have to take the. Give me the under on this one. Yeah, definitely give me the under on this game. That's the only safe bet I see myself doing. Give me the under. Low scoring. Packers cruising along all 4 quarters.
But I'm not gonna lie, Ian. 40.5 is already low. Like that's already a low. Like you go in there, go like under 40. That's like a 27-13 game.
Yeah, but here's what I'm thinking with that. I'm thinking it's more like 21-7 for real. What I mean, like that's the Packers cruising along the whole game. Like
you think the Packers' defense is finished just shut these niggas out?
I think so. Yeah, Mac Jones ain't playing. Like shit. Who's gonna fucking throw the ball?
Hey, I think they.
I mean, they got a solid run game. But the Patriots really didn't have many wide receivers to begin with. Now they don't have someone to throw the ball to. They're gonna have to rely on the run game the whole game. Eventually, they're gonna get They're gonna get shut down. They're gonna be getting tired. Yeah, I'll take like a 27, like 24-7. Yeah, something like that. Under. I'm taking the under.
Okay. Now let's get into these primetime games. This is a good week for primetime. Kansas City and Tampa Bay on Sunday night. What are you guys thinking?
Pick a 1-point spread. That is pick a winner right there.
pick the winner, baby. Pick the winner.
Straight up pick 'em.
Pick the winner. That is so incredibly.
I'll be honest with you, man. Both of these quarterbacks have not looked like themselves to start this year. I'm not gonna lie. Like they both have, showed signs of themselves. Tom Brady still looks like Tom Brady for the most part. Patrick Mahomes looks like Patrick Mahomes, but both of them have been showing like, vulnerability, as I may say. That they don't look like superheroes no more. You know what I mean? Like these niggas look beatable this year. So it's like this game, man. Like I honestly think it's gonna come down to the defenses, and it's like which defense do I trust more? Honestly, dude, I think I trust the Buccaneers defense more against this Chiefs offense. I just think this Bucks defense has played with each other a little bit. I like this Bucks defense. Against this Chiefs offense, I like the matchups. It's not like they're playing against Tyreek anymore. You know what I mean? Like I like the match. I would take the Bucks in the game if I had to pick a team.
Yeah, me too, bro. I'm rocking with the Bucks. Super Bowl matchup. I see this game going a lot like the Super Bowl. Actually, I think Tom Brady just has more weapons than Mahomes. He's getting Mike Evans back this week. I think Chris Godwin's questionable. Russell Gage looked good last week. I think the Bucks is a pretty easy pick for me this week. To be honest, I don't think the Chiefs are really like that. I don't hate the Chiefs. I just don't think that they're.
You hate them.
I think Tyreek Hill was maybe not their most important player, but Kelsey and Mahomes. I think Tyreek Hill had the biggest effect on the offense of the Chiefs. The MVP of that offense, who made everything open up for them. So I think they're not the same Chiefs, and Vegas is still treating them like they are. And I think the Bucks come in with a pretty easy win. I think Tom Brady bounces back off all these slow weeks and shows why he's the GOAT.
Me personally, I'm gonna have to take the Chiefs in this one. I like Patrick Mahomes in the regular season more than Tom Brady in the regular season. I feel like this is an important enough game for Tom Brady to really do his shit. Like, he's gonna let a lot slip by, especially to the Chiefs. Like that hurricane coming through too. I like him.
The game almost wasn't played in Tampa Bay. It almost got pushed. Like I heard New Orleans might have opened up their stadium for them because they're not even playing that in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So I heard New Orleans was open playing, but I heard the hurricane wasn't as bad as like they thought, so they're going to play in Tampa. I heard it's going to be in Tampa.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna take Kansas City Chiefs. I like the Chiefs this season. I feel like they're gonna benefit off Tyreek Hill leaving. Like they had like that just opens up more doors for all these players that we don't even know that have similar or the same skill set as Tyreek Hill that you just don't know about because their name isn't Tyreek Hill. So I think you're gonna see more Patrick Mahomes versatility throwing the ball.
Who do you think has Tyreek Hill's skill set?
What?
Who do you think has Tyreek Hill's skill set? Because I thought that was a little blasphemous.
I like Mecole Hardman. That dude got wheels on him. Honestly,
he's fast, but there's been a lot of fast receivers in the NFL who can't do what Tyreek Hill does.
I like Mecole Hardman. The only thing that really separates Tyreek Hill from most receivers is the way he cuts across the field. Like,
yeah, his you could be fast, but the way he creates separation is just different. Like he could it's like he knows when to be quick, knows when to slow it down. Like a lot of players just use their speed and just, that's all they know how to do is just be fast. This nigga knows how to play slow, how to, wiggle, how to maneuver.
Man, yeah. I see what you mean about Mecole, but I think he's had his time to break out already, and he hasn't broke out yet with Patrick Mahomes on the team, like one of the strongest arm quarterbacks in the league. I don't know.
Nah, I think this is probably his season to break out, if anything. And if he doesn't break out this season and take over,
I think it's his season. Is he their number one?
Honestly, I feel like they don't have a strong number one.
Yeah.
I mean, Kelsey's really their number one.
Their offense is like whoever's open type shit.
Like Kelsey's really the number one.
Yeah, check facts.
They're really drawing plays out, and whoever they're drawing to play out to, that's probably the number one play by play. They're gonna play by play.
It's street football. They're playing street football. They're playing backyard football.
But I feel like it opens up some of the field. It allows for more creativity Teams
And
are
I
on
think
double teaming.
Mahomes is best at improvising. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
improvising. What's his name? Clyde. What's his name? Clyde Edwards-Helaire, whatever the fuck his name is. He's taking a big step forward too. So I like what I'm seeing out of the run game from the Chiefs too. That they're taking a big step forward. I like the Chiefs.
So
Against Tampa
2
Bay.
Bucks and 1 Chiefs. Is that what we're doing? That's what that was.
Yeah,
That is what it was. All right, let's move on to arguably the biggest game of the week. Monday Night Football, rematch of the NFC Championship. The
Look at
LA Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Let me just start off right here, bro.
Okay. Clear
In
the
the-
area.
in-
Clear
in
the
the-
area.
In the last 6 regular season games, and a lot of different primetime games,
Oh shit.
the 49ers have beat the Rams. And look at this right here. A trap set by Vegas once again. I know everybody who's thinking this, there's probably 70% of the bets on the Rams, bro. This is where Vegas makes their money. I truly do think that the 49ers are winning this game. The O-line of the Rams is not the best. I think that they get to Matt Stafford all game. He turns the ball over a few times like he usually does against us. And I think Jimmy does enough to win this week. He puts up a good 24 points. He gets good field position. I think they get the run game going. And Kyle Shanahan is a genius. Once again, all the 49er panic goes away. And they prove that they're still playoff contenders. The Thugs, man. I'm rocking with the Thugs this week. Give me the Niners -1.5, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with everything you said. To be honest, I'm liking the Niners. I kept in mind that that in the past 3 years the Niners have completely owned the Rams. These past 3 years in the regular season, it's at home. The first home game for the Niners was a complete tragedy. Even though they won, it was a complete tragedy to start off. So I think it's gonna be a much better atmosphere against the Rams coming in too. So. I like this is gonna be a good game, a good pumped up game. The crowd's gonna be behind the Niners. I like the Niners -1.5 in this one against the Super Bowl reigning and defending Super Bowl champs. I like the Niners.
I'm not gonna lie, man. This is crazy, dude. To see the Super Bowl winners, underdogs against a team that's not even 500. That's crazy. If you would have told me that before the season started, I would have slapped the fuck out of you. But as for my pick, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. The Rams, the last time the corners really, because they just played the Falcons and the Cardinals. Like, the last time they played a real receiving core, they got fucking exposed. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, the Bills lit them niggas up week 1. You know what I mean? I don't know if that was week 1 jitters. You know what I mean? If they was just celebrating Super Bowl high, or hangover, whatever. But that shit looks bad, dude. I'm scared to bet my money on Jalen Ramsey. If by the same time, is Debo really a true receiver? I'm not. You know what? I was finna go with y'all, but I'm gonna switch this up because I'm not scared of Debo downfield. I don't think Debo's going to be the guy to burn or cook Jalen Ramsey. I think they're going to keep this shit in front of the Rams, and I think that's what the Rams want. Now I think the Rams are going to do it for one of the first times in a couple of years. I think the Rams are going to do it. Beat the Niners in the regular season, just like the Bucks for the first time beat the Saints in the regular season this year. I think it's a first for everything. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be the cherry's going to pop. The cherry's going to pop this Monday. You know what I mean? I think it's going to. I think it's gonna be a good game. Honestly, dude, I would take the Rams though, especially right now while they are even. That's some good money on them.
Yeah.
And
the
Niners have one of the most underrated corners in the league, Emmanuel Mosley, who hasn't led a touchdown in all last year and this season so far. So I think that Cooper Kupp might get locked up for one of the first times in his career by one of the most underrated corners, and he's going to have a coming out party this week. Emmanuel Mosley, look out for him.
That young dude from Alabama? CJ Mosley's brother?
No, Emmanuel Mosley. I don't know. He was undrafted.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, he was undrafted. he came up on the Niners. Just he kept getting more and more playing time over the years. Last year he had a lockdown season, and this year he's looking like one of the best corners again.
Yeah, let's see if he does that against Cooper Cup. Yeah, let's see.
The Niners haven't matched them up together in the past, so we'll see if they make that adjustment this week, depending on how much Cooper Cup goes off. But the Niners also have Charvarius Ward, who is another. I wouldn't say all the way locked down, but he's pretty locked down over there. So, one of the most underrated secondaries in the league.
But I think like the main way to beat the Rams is to beat them downfield, and y'all aren't a deep threat team like at all. I just think that keeping it in front of them, you know what I mean. But if y'all get y'all running game going,
that's how we beat them every time with the run game. So
yeah,
we'll see. We have some O-line issues too. They have O-line issues, so I just think it comes down to we have a better defense.
You have a better defense than the Rams.
For sure. I don't even think we've let up more than 20 points this year yet. Yeah, we haven't.
You lost the Broncos.
We haven't let up more than we haven't even let up 17 points this year. So yeah, I think we have the best defense in the league, and we shut it down this week. Bang bang, bang bang. You heard? Gang gang.
Thank y'all for tuning in this week, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's 12:30 a.m. I'm going to fucking sleep. Like you fucking drunk.
All right, then, yo.
Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Hey, catch us soon next week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're gonna try our best outside the park, man. We're gonna really get this shit cracking.
Yes, sir.
No cap, bro. We're gonna be more consistent. Tune in.